My friends say, get out of your comfort zone, it's a blessing in disguise. Get out of what you call home, your name is written in the sky. It might feel just like you're on your own, but baby, it's another lie. Remember you were made. I try to work, but it doesn't work. I try to say something.
We are at Josh's parents' house. It's very early in the morning, it's only 10 a.m. I know most people hear me say this and they'll be like, that's not very early. It is for me. I've been awake since 7 because Miku wouldn't stop crying in the bedroom where we were asleep, and then Suki was getting stressed, so I have been since 7 a.m. on and off sleep, but I never went more than a very light sleep for like 10 minutes at a time. I'm very tired. Is this what being a parent feels like? Anyway, everyone has left to go to like sports or something. It's Sunday. Apparently kids have sports on Sunday. I'm just here chilling with the dog, so we have both of our dogs with us. And we have Poppy, which is Josh's parents' dog. So I'm just chilling with the dogs, waiting for Josh to come back so I can go upstairs and do my makeup. Poppy is a very cuddly dog. She just came to my lap. You like cuddles, don't you, Poppy?
But baby, it's another lie. Remember you were made.
The funny thing is that I've been carrying the camera around with me for over a week. We went to Portugal for a few days and I took the camera with me. I was gonna vlog over there, but then that ended up not happening. And I think that I'm once again changing my perspective on the way I see my channel. And I feel like recently, for the last few months, this has been happening quite a lot with me. And I feel like I'm just going through a period of my life where I'm changing my mind in regards to a lot of things. And my channel being something that highly relates to me is obviously suffering with that change of mentality as well. So we're just gonna roll with it, let it be whatever it is, and I'm gonna bring you along for a few days, because right now the way I see my channel is more of a lifestyle channel. And even though the last vlog that I published, there was like a nothing vlog, didn't have that many views, I've also decided, at least for the time being, that now I'm gonna do my channel for myself instead of for you guys. So sorry if you're not enjoying this kind of content, but this is the kind of content that I want to make for myself right now, so that's what I'm gonna do. I've been to the shops today after work. I was working in the office, and then before I came home I went to the shops and got a few things. So I got a huge bag of dog treats. You get them like by weight, and we like getting a huge bag so it lasts us a while. And I got some poo bags. That's my bottle of water I took to the office. I need to refill it. Then over here, this is a new shower gel. It smells so good and I'm really excited to try this. Need to take it upstairs. This is coffee syrup and I've never tried this. It's a huge bottle, as you can see, but it's 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and it's way more liquidy than normal coffee syrup. It's probably crap, but you know, I'm not a big fan of coffee, and recently I've been enjoying it when I put caramel syrup in it, but caramel syrup obviously has a lot of sugar. So I'm curious to see if this is gonna be any good. They had multiple flavors. I decided to go with this one. I got a candle because recently all of our candles have finished and this smells so good. I've never tried this brand. Cloud 9 Bergamot Rose and Musk. It smells so good and the price was £9. I got all of this at TJ Maxx or TK Maxx. I never know which one is the UK and which one is the America, except this. I didn't get this at TK Maxx. Some pads for myself. And the whole kitchen is a huge mess. Like I said, we have been away for a few days. And we have the Gusto box that arrived yesterday. It's still there. I washed the bed sheets as well yesterday when we arrived. So there's that. That's clean dishes over there. There's dishes in the sink. This is the ice pack that came in the Gusto box yesterday. Obviously, it's fully melted by now. I'm not going to deal with any of this. I'm just going to put these things away. And I'm going to fold the bed sheets. And then go take the dogs for a walk. And then probably just start getting ready for bed because it's 9 p.m. So by the time I'm done with all of this, it's gonna be a good time to go to bed, chill and wind. I'm working tomorrow, so you know, I don't want to be exhausted. I dried the bedding sheets in the washing machine. We have a washer dryer and I I usually only use it for towels, but yesterday, as soon as we arrived home, I put the bed sheets in the washing machine, and I thought to myself, I'm gonna dry them as well, so that in the evening I can use the same set. But then ended up not being dried in time that we were going to bed, so I actually had to use a different set, and we had to drape it over the chairs to finish drying. So it was all for nothing, and I hate drying bed sheets and clothes in our washing machine because it gets super wrinkly. I have the lights off in the kitchen, so you probably cannot see it, but everything gets super wrinkly. So now I have super wrinkly bed sheets for nothing, and I'm trying to be cool about it and thinking that it's no big deal, but I wish they weren't this wrinkly, and part of me kind of wants to put them in the washing machine again just so they can stop being wrinkly, but I know that's insane and there would be a waste of energy, so I'm just gonna roll with it. They're even hard to fold because they get like, I don't know. I'm trying not to overthink it. Clearly I'm failing a little bit, but yeah, at the end of the day it's just bed sheets. Now, while we're downstairs, obviously I have come here to the light. Obviously I have way many more other things that I could get done, but like I said, I don't feel like doing it, so I'm allowing myself not to do it. But I'm gonna update my to-do list. I haven't looked at this in ages, so I'm gonna look at it and add new things that I need to do. Like, there we go. As you can see, it's quite a big list, and this doesn't mean that I need to do it all. Like, sometimes I'll just ask Josh to do certain things, but I like to keep track of things that need to happen in general because it's just the way I work. Let me show you how messy the bedroom is. We have one of the bags we took with us to unpack. It's full of all clean clothes, I believe, and it has a few pouches, but the dirty clothes are all out. Hangers from when we packed. The bed never got made today because I left super early to go to the office, and this is what happens when I leave to go to the office. We have coats here. This gym equipment. We bought this and we used it for maybe 3 weeks tops, and we haven't used it in months. It's the pain of my existence. We want to move it to the garage, but we want to have the garage renewed before we do that. There's some more hangers there at the back. Then there is Miku here in one of the beds, and there's another bed there, and there's another bed there. And why do we have so many beds? Because Miku had that one and Suki had this one, and Miku kept being on that bed, and we washed it so many times that like the fur is all weird, as you can see. So we were gonna get rid of it. We think that she kept peeing on it because it had the sense of dog pee, so she thought that was like a toilet. I don't know how to explain that, but so we ordered another one, the same as the one we had for Suki, but then she actually peed on it again. I think that's what happened. I think so, and then we had to wash it again, so we brought this one back on so she could sleep. I don't know. There's 3 dog beds in our bed. I don't know, everything is a mess, and the bathroom is another big mess. We have our toiletries over there, and these are the dirty clothes bags that they are here because I want to separate them between lights and darks like I always do. I haven't had time to do that because we just arrived yesterday in the evening, and today we've been working, and then it was late, and now it's still late. The camera just moved by itself. It was a bit creepy, not gonna lie. We're gonna do things one thing at a time, but right now what I'm gonna do is actually very exciting. I'm gonna book our wedding venue. The reason why we went to Portugal was to see some venues and hopefully see one that we like and book it. And we saw one that we like. I'm just gonna email our wedding planner. She sent an email earlier today just asking if we had a decision already. So I'm gonna email her and ask her for the details for us to pay the deposit. And we're gonna have a wedding venue booked and an official date, which is very, very exciting. That got delivered today. That's our new garden furniture. Did I say it got delivered today? No, it got delivered yesterday. And we were supposed to have moved the car away so we can put that in the garage. But then we forgot and we went to bed. And by the time I have hiccups. By the time we realized, we were already in bed. So it stayed out the whole night. Today is Wednesday. It's quite early. She says at 10:40 a.m. I'm working the late shift today, so as you can see I'm in the car. I'm just gonna run some errands. There's some shops I need to go to, and then we're gonna work until 8 p.m. And when I say we're gonna work, I mean I'm gonna work, because you're probably not working until 8 p.m. on the day you're watching this. I have the feeling that I wanted to tell you something else, and so I put the camera recording while I was driving. Apparently not. It's just past 8 p.m. I finished work and I'm gonna cook dinner, so I'm gonna look at my gusto meals, and I think there is one. There is a 10-minute one. Yeah, there it is. So I'm gonna make this one. This is bolognese ragu sauce with mushroom tortellini. It's a pasta dish.
Here's to the good days, here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just wanna make it stop. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. We had a good run, don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one. Cheers to all the memories, the venom and the remedies, yeah. Promise I won't forget, yeah. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. So baby, bye. It's for the best and you know why. You gotta leave me here tonight before we make this even worse. It's gonna hurt even more than this does. We gave it up.
It's Friday and we're gonna go buy cake. So change of plans. We didn't buy cake. We bought some snacks over here and we're gonna buy cake tomorrow morning because we're gonna go into town anyway. So we're gonna take that opportunity to go to one of the big supermarkets and buy cake from over there. So we just went to the small one and we just got some snacks for tonight. Now I'm gonna cook dinner. It's 5:30. I'm gonna make some enchiladas and it's gonna be great. I'm in a great mood. It's Friday, the sun is shining and we have the whole weekend. The whole weekend ahead. I kind of already ruined it because I cut it there in the middle because I almost forgot to record this. But here's the final result of my enchiladas. I've never made this, so I don't even know if it's good, but it looks good. It's Josh's birthday, so I'm going to wrap his gifts. And I'm whispering because he's upstairs asleep and I don't want him to hear me. But I'm doing this 5 senses gift. So there is a gift for each of the 5 senses. Each of the 5 senses. We have taste, it's in foods. This is smell, it's in bath, shower, bubble bath, or the bath. For sound, there is a candle that has a wood wick, so it makes those crackling sounds. Sight, we have a mug, and for touch, there's this detoxifying scented. Oh, scented. So maybe this could be. And this is like Rubik's Cube game, and then I just got some brown craft paper, and hopefully this is enough to wrap everything.
Been feeling trapped down on the floor. I don't know what for. Feels like I'm gonna lose. Silence takes a hold. I can't let it go. Chain up, no one knows. But I won't let the stormy seas throw me in open water. Let me have my peace and leave me till tomorrow. Wind into my sail, away from things I let go, floating on the waves. We go bottoms up, we go all the way. When you're feeling down, push the pain away. We go bottoms up, we go all the way. And face it another day. We go bottoms up. Hurting in my soul, shaking through my core, left me in the cold. Chained to what I know, drifter on the road, take it where I go. But I won't let the stormy seas throw me in open water. Let me have my peace and leave me till tomorrow. Wind into my sail, away from things I let go, floating on the waves. We go bottoms up, we go all the way. When you're feeling down, push the pain away. We go bottoms up, we go all the way. And face it another day.
I decided to not go with Josh to the town center. He went to get his haircut and beard trimmed, and I was gonna go to the big supermarket to get a cake, but he doesn't really want a cake. He doesn't really like birthdays, his birthdays at least. So we're doing this thing where I haven't even wished him happy birthday. We're just calling it Saturday. So I've wished him a happy Saturday, and the gifts that I gave him last night, I put it there, I showed you. I called it the Saturday gifts. So we haven't mentioned the word birthday between the two of us. So we were going to get a Saturday cake. But Josh doesn't really want one because then, like, there's only the two of us. So we would end up eating a lot of cake, which there's nothing wrong, but you know, it's a stupid way of eating calories. I might regret this decision later. I probably will. But anyway, it's noon and I've just been in bed on my phone. I went down this very weird rabbit hole, which was I started looking at the activity history of my Instagram, the archive. That's what I mean, the archive. So it shows you all the stories that you've ever published. You cannot see other people's, but you can see your own. I don't know if you knew Instagram has that feature. So I went to my very first story on my Instagram and I started just clicking, and I think I've been doing that for over an hour. And it's very interesting, and somehow it's giving me motivation to achieve things. I don't know. Back when I used to fly, I was always busy, I always had work to do, and I was editing so many videos all the time. All my stories were about editing videos and publishing videos. And back in the day, I used to only have less than 300 subscribers, and I used to read a lot as well. I mean, not necessarily, because I remember I didn't used to read a lot back then, at least on the time period where I'm looking at the stories, but I had so many stories of me just showing the books that I was reading and the progress that I was making in those. It was nice remembering that, and it feels like it was a lifetime ago, all those jet lag nights and me going to sleep at 10 a.m. and waking up at 5 a.m. in a random hotel across the world. Yeah, it was a good life. The whole house is a mess. I think I mentioned that's what we want to do today, but before Josh left for his hair appointment, he installed this thing in the garden to water our grass, because it's brand new grass. So we bought that thing there, the sprinkler, out of Amazon, to make the grass be watered. But I don't think he positioned it correctly, because I mean, it's watering the pavement. I still haven't gotten ready for the day. I was gonna go upstairs to do that, but might as well take with me these few clothes that I have here. I don't have the tripod here and I was too lazy to go pick it up. So I have the camera on top of a box and it's sideways. We have more laundry to do today. I for sure have at least 2 loads to do, one of light colors and one of darks. I'm gonna start by doing the light ones. I can only do one a day because I need to wait for the clothes to finish drying and it's a bit cold at the moment, so clothes are taking like 2 days to dry, which is annoying. So like I did this load of darks and there was still some clothes in the hanger, and now with the 2 days that's been hamper, and there was still some clothes in the hamper, and now with the 2 days that's been the hamper for dark clothes is full again. So I think that our main plan for today is going to be the garden furniture. I think that's the thing that Josh is mostly excited about. It's really annoying that the camera's on an angle. Hold on. Okay, much better. Yeah, I think that the garden furniture is the thing that Josh is mostly excited about. So last year we only did half of the garden renovations because we needed new grass to be laid down because it's a new build house. Oh, this is such a long story. Anyway, it's a new build house, and when they initially put the grass down, they messed it up and it was not draining properly. So the grass grew up very lumpy, like the ground itself. So it needed to be taken out and done again. But last year they only had vacancy to do that, like in June or something. And after you put on new grass, you cannot stand on it for like 2 months. So we didn't want to do it in June because then otherwise we wouldn't be able to enjoy the garden. So last year we only did half of the renovation for the garden. So we did some of the patio, like the flooring, and that was it. Yeah, we just did some of the patio because when we first bought the house we only had like 1 stripe of slab, so it was not enough for anything. So we got half of the patio done, and we bought a cheaper set of furniture of just a couple of chairs and a table just so we could have some meals out, and we bought a barbecue as well. Oh, and the hammock. Yeah, we bought the hammock as well. Then this year we finally got our second part of the garden done. So that was extended the rest of the patio. We got the grass replaced. That's why we were watering it this morning, because as it's brand new grass we need to make sure it keeps water down. And then we got some planters installed around. There's some lights as well. We got a gazebo. It's attached to the floor, so that's all done. And we wanted a nice garden set, like a nice comfortable sofa, because like I said, the one that we got last year, it was a cheaper set because we didn't have a final garden, so there was no point in spending a lot of money in a set last year because we couldn't really enjoy it. So this year we got a nicer set, I hope. At least it was a nicer price point, and we got a patio heater as well. So that's what we're going to be assembling today. And we need to put the roof on our gazebo. Patio itself needs a wash. The guy that constructed our garden, he came around yesterday and he dropped us his pressure washer because we don't have one. It's something that we want to buy at some point, but we haven't yet. So he dropped this around so we can use it for the weekend, so we can pressure wash the slabs. And the house in general, it's very messy because we were gone for a week, and as soon as we came back we went back to work, so we haven't really had the time to put things away. I've been trying to do a little bit on my lunch break every day or in the evenings, but working every day doesn't make it easier. So that's the plan for today. Lots of activities around the house. I'm excited. I also need to update this clock because the time changed and I haven't done it yet, and I keep forgetting. I've updated the oven one, but not the one behind me. Ready for another load, so I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna get ready for the day because, you know, I'm currently looking like this, and once again, as always, I find that I'm way more productive when I actually get dressed and do my makeup. I stopped doing my makeup for a few days, and God, I was like, I don't know, so anxious. Not because I wasn't looking great, but I think it's directly related to that. Don't ask me why, but I think it is. So I'm gonna do that now, and then on my way back I'm gonna bring the basket of more clothes to wash, and we're gonna put them in the wash.
Slipping out the back door.
what you're made for, and there's nothing that is too late for.
We're still trying to figure out how the pressure washer works for the garden, but the ice cream van came around and Josh went to get me one. Josh is cleaning the patio. You cannot see him. He has the pressure washer, and I just realized that the oven is really dirty, like mostly the door. Not sure if you can see it from the camera. Yeah, you can definitely see that. So I'm gonna clean this, but I don't want to make it like deep oven clean because I did that a few, I don't know, weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. So over there is relatively fine. So I'm gonna use Scrubby Daddy, which is this really tough sponge, and I'm gonna use the pink stuff instead of the oven cleaner and see if this does something, and some gloves. And yeah, I'll probably water this first because it's really stiff while it's dry, but when you water it, it goes softer. I think it's actually working. Oh my god, it worked, and I didn't scrub that hard as you saw.
But I'm here, so don't you worry, 'cause you know I'll be there in a hurry. Out of the cold into my warm head in the sun. It's already begun. You are my one. We just dance, find romance.
Amazing. And while I have the paste out and the Scrubby Daddy and the gloves and everything, I'm gonna try and scrub here around the top. You see there's some, the washing machine is running. It's not looking great. There's some water stains here and around the bottom. It's a bit disgusting. We do have cleaners, but they're not the best, as you can see.
It's already begun. You are my one. With a simple mind, we should find some more time. We don't need to worry as it's already begun. You are my one. We just dance, find romance, second chance. We don't need to worry at all.
I think it looked better than the original. I don't think I got a before and after shot, but look how shiny the top is. Not perfect, better. And that's what I'm going for today. You know what, I'm gonna try this. Oh, hold on, I need to go over the gate. I'm gonna try this on the bathroom drain upstairs. Oh, hello, Miku. Maybe this one needs it too. Yeah, this one needs it too. I feel like these get cleaned every 2 weeks when the cleaners come, but it's where the water drains, you see, has these water marks. And if I take this out, it's a bit disgusting there. And the cleaners cleaned this, but it's not coming out. So let's see if this is able to do anything. So I feel that it definitely helped over there. In here, I mean, it's better as well, but it still has that rings there. Probably it would come out if I scrubbed harder, but maybe another time. Ta-da, much better. Let's do the upstairs one. So I feel like this is the worst one because it's obviously the bathroom that we use every day. Ugh. Nasty. So not perfect. It doesn't really come out of there. You see, it's still like it's on the stone itself. And in there again, I could have probably scrubbed harder. And this is obviously much better. So not perfect, but better. I feel like I need. So this is Scrub Daddy because it's the same on both sides. And if the water is warm, it becomes soft like it is now. If it's cold water, it becomes much tougher. And if it's dry, it's even tougher like you saw in the beginning. Then they have the Scrub Mummy, which is one of the sides is like this. And the other side, I don't know why I flipped it because this is obviously the same thing, both sides. But the other side is much softer. And then they have one that is, I don't know what they call it, but it's more aggressive. So I'm gonna try and see if I can find that for sale somewhere. And maybe that would be better to scrub these kind of hard water stains. I don't know. Right, that was not even on my to-do list. What's on my to-do list is vacuuming the bedroom. There's like bits of fluff everywhere all over the carpet. I'm not sure if the camera can capture that. Can you see? Probably not on the camera, but the carpet's very messy, and then obviously there's a lot of dog hair, so it needs to be vacuumed. But I ran out of battery earlier because I was using the power. Hey Miku! I was using the power mode on the vacuum to vacuum the carpet in the studies because that's where we spend most of the time. So there was a lot of dog hair in there, and I ran out of battery. So the thingy is charging now. Right, so this is done. Can I do this with one hand?
Emptied out my soul. You've heard it all before. Honest, but I know. Left these years ago. I was young and I'm old. Still can't fill the void. We don't need the past in our lives for tomorrow. Never see the end of the night filled with sorrow. What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done. What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done. What do we do to love?
Right, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wash all these microfiber cloths because I literally used the last clean one, and I'm just gonna add a laundry pot, and I like to wash it here on this 1 kilogram. It's for very small loads, and it washes and dries at the same time in only 1 hour.
Story took its toll. Thought I would have grown off the beaten track to become a better man. Sinking in the sand. We don't need the past in our lives for tomorrow. Never see the end of the night filled with sorrow. What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done. What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done. What do we do to love?
Didn't show you the final result, but we put the table back and we have that assembled. I put the back pillows away as well, so it's chilling. It's time for dinner. We are having hot dogs, super quick, super easy, brainless. It's one of Josh's favorite meals, and today is Josh's Saturday, like I told you earlier. So this is what we're having. Just throwing the hot dogs here in the frying pan. There's 2 more over there. That there was no space, so I'll do those after. And we have some fries in the oven as well. They're looking amazing, and here's a trick for the breast oven French fries made at home. So the first trick is that you don't buy oven French fries, you buy the frying ones, how you cook them in the oven. And then the second trick is that as soon as they come out of the oven, you put salt. A lot of salt. We're not here to be healthy. If you want to be healthy, eat lettuce. If you're eating fries, it's because you don't mind not being that healthy. Taste test. Perfection.
Let me be right by your side, cause I know that this is right. Don't be shy, just get to know me. We can take this somewhere else. You and me can find ourselves. Stop pretending we are lonely. I can't call your bluff, cause I know that this is love. Can't pretend that you don't feel it. Be that thing that you missed. I know you can't resist. Let me make your life easy. I wanna be your company. I wanna be your company. I wanna be your company. Think of the things we do.
We're having a pretty relaxed Sunday. I'm gonna make myself a cup of coffee, and I'm gonna use the syrup that I bought the other day. I think that showed up on this vlog. I'm just gonna grab some instant coffee, 1 teaspoon of coffee there, a dash of this syrup. I'm gonna add some boiling water. I don't put a lot of water because I like putting milk, because like you probably know, I'm not a big fan of the flavor of coffee. But this last time when I did this was actually super sweet. Like, I don't know how, I don't know what this has, but it was very sweet. So I'm gonna try and do half a cup of water, and the rest I'm just gonna add milk. Let's see if it's any good this time. It's more watery, obviously it has more water. Last time was more milky, and personally I think I prefer it on the milky side. Cheers to you and to a relaxed Sunday. Now I have good news and bad news for you. The good news is that this vlog is gonna end today, and the bad news is that this vlog is gonna end today. I'm just gonna run the dishwasher. I was supposed to have done it last night. I like running the dishwasher at night so that in the morning or the afternoon or whatever, all the dishes are clean and ready to go. But last night I fell asleep on the sofa. I slept on the sofa from 11:30 p.m. until 5 a.m. and I didn't load the dishwasher before that, so I still had the things from dinner over here. Then I went to bed and I was awake from 5 to 6 a.m. and now here we are and it's 4 p.m. Haven't done much today, just been chilling in the garden with Josh in the beginning and with the dogs. That Josh left because it was cold. I stayed there for maybe another hour or so and I just came inside. Now Josh is taking a nap. So it's overall a very relaxed Sunday for all of us. The Gusto box arrived. I'm gonna put those ingredients away, and I need to wash this tray from dinner last night. We have this set of lights. We got this for Christmas, so it's a set of outdoors lights, and we want to put them around the gazebo. So yesterday I got the box out and I opened it, and obviously now it no longer ever again is going to fit back inside the box. But they are electrically plugged, which is a bit silly, because what are the chances that someone actually has an electrical plug outdoor on the place where they actually want to put lights, you know? Unless if you're building your garden from scratch, then you probably are not gonna have a plug where you need it. I opened it because I was hoping it would be battery operated, but they're not. So back into this cupboard they go, and I think we're gonna try and get some sort of extension lead for the outdoors. We also got this big patio heater, and Josh spent like an hour yesterday assembling it, but it turns out it's gigantic. And yes, it probably said on the description of the product that it was gigantic, but Josh didn't notice and we bought it. And it's so big. The idea was to have it under the gazebo next to the sofa, so that when we're entertaining, we can just sit there, and even if it's a bit chilly, we could just have the big outdoor heater going on. But it's so big that the roof of the heater would be too close to the roof of the gazebo, which is like fabric, waterproof fabric. So obviously we cannot do that because it would probably melt, most likely melt, so we cannot do that. Also, I just noticed that the clothes are actually dry, so I'm gonna start by folding them. I thought they were not gonna be dry until tomorrow, because that's usually what happens. Like, I wash them one day and then I collect them like not the next day, the one after, except obviously in the summer. And I don't know, maybe this means we're approaching summer because I washed them yesterday and now they're ready to be collected, which is good news because that means I can also throw another load of laundry on. I'll leave you with some nice music while I do this.
The sun is coming up, are you ready to go? We can take a ride, we can take it slow. Your will is my law, I'ma let you be the boss, cause I'll go where you go. I'll take you to a place we can see it all. Step off the edge, I can break your fall. Your will is my law, I'ma let you be the boss, cause I'll go where you go. When you fall down, I'll get you back up again. The things you try are things that you won't regret. We are kings of the world, and tonight is our playground. We are kings of the world, and anywhere it's homebound. We are kings of the world, and tonight is our playground. We are kings of the world.
Smoky chili con carne with rice. This is one of those super quick meals, yeah, 10 minutes. And we've had this before and it's brilliant for a fast meal. The rice comes pre-cooked, you just have to warm it up. But for a quick meal, it's delicious. These ones we've had a bunch of times as well. Extra special bangers and mash. You've seen me cooking this a bunch of times. Comforting cottage pie with broccoli. I've also had this one once. And in here they boil the broccoli and serve them on the side. But I'm like, why would you do that? So what I do is that I cut the broccoli. They send like an entire head. So what I do is I cut this broccoli into really tiny pieces and I just mix them with the meat when I'm assembling this. And the last one is... Oh, and by the way, like you choose your own recipes. So the reason why I'm having recipes repeated is because I chose them. It's not because they're repeating them. And this is creamy chicken and pesto whole wheat tortiglione with basil. Okay, this is a new one. We've never had this one, but it's basically pasta, pesto, chicken. Yeah, it looks good. So these are the 4 recipes for this week. Guys, look at this. The kitchen is clean, as far as it gets. I mean, I have the hanger here, but clothes are in the washing machine, so no point in putting that away. And I have the basket over there. Same thing, clothes are in the washing machine, no point in putting that away because I need that to remove the clothes from the washing machine. I even took the Gusto box out and some more of other recycling bits that we had around the house. And usually, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not proud of this, but usually the Gusto box sits either on our kitchen floor or sometimes even by the front door for almost a week. There has been times where it literally reaches the 1 week point, like the next Gusto box comes and we still have the previous one to take out. And I don't know why we're like this. It's such a big effort to take the box out because you need to collapse it and so it fits in the bins. I don't know how people put box and collapse the box in the bins. That's just rude in my opinion. So you need to collapse and fold it, and usually we start accumulating like the recycling bag and other things. We start putting that inside the Gusto box so that when we take one out, we take everything out, and then it gets to this point where it's just overwhelming. Like the box is so full and it's like piled up to the top with other bags and it looks so messy, and I don't know why we keep putting it off, but we do. And it stays on our floor for days. But not today. I took it out straight away together with other recycling bits that we already had. Like another recycling bag that had been in front of our front door since yesterday, I think. No shame. And I was looking at my to-do list that the other day was massive. I think I shared it with you. And I have a couple of things here. Mainly vacuum the top of the stairs and vacuum the bedroom and clean my desk that have been on my list for a while as well. But first of all, Josh is taking a nap now, so you know, it's not like I don't want to vacuum, it's that I can't. But also, the cleaners are coming tomorrow, so even though they're not brilliant, they do vacuum. So there's really no point in me vacuuming it now, so I'm gonna tick this off. At the moment, I only have 4 things on my to-do list. How crazy is that? 2 of them have to do with my YouTube channel. So remember how I mentioned that I keep changing my YouTube channel recently and I keep changing my mind as well about what I want this channel to be. So at the moment, the channel is called Bookish Manganet because a few months back, I had this crazy idea that I was gonna do book content only on YouTube and try to increase my channel and grow the channel. And for that, I needed to choose a niche. So I did that for a few months. But like I mentioned in the beginning a few days ago, I'm no longer being fulfilled by that, and I miss the kind of channel that I had before. That was a very general channel and I had videos about everything and anything, and it was just so random. There was no way the channel was gonna grow like that. So I think I've just accepted it that I'm never gonna be YouTube famous. And it's not that I wanted to be YouTube famous, but part of me wanted to live out of YouTube just so I can quit my job and make money out of YouTube, which I do make money out of YouTube now, thanks to you. Thank you very much for hanging out and leaving your likes and all that. But obviously it's not enough to live off of YouTube. I think you need like thousands and thousands of subscribers. I make like £60 every 8 months or something. It's probably not even enough to pay for the electricity that it takes me to charge the camera batteries for that period of time. But I've accepted it, and I really like YouTube, and I like that this is my hobby, and I wish I was more comfortable as well filming with other people or filming outside the house like some people do. I watch some other videos on YouTube and people are just doing their own thing and doing shops with me and things like that. I wish I could do that. I've tried it a few times and I just feel so awkward, and I speak really low when I'm outside, especially if I'm alone. If I have someone else recording with me, I feel fine and I have no problem in recording outside like that. But if it's just me, I don't know, I've tried with the camera, I've tried recording it with my phone so it's more discreet. I've tried having the headphones plugged in so I can speak lower and just speak to the phone headphones microphone. But still, I speak so low that when I get to edit the video, it's just a huge mess. But I wish I had the capacity of doing that. And what was I saying? I lost my point. Anyway, I like the channel, so I'm not gonna give it up on this. And I also like to watch my own videos, like really old videos. Josh always makes fun of me because every now and then I just lay in bed and I watch videos from like 4 or 5 years ago. And Josh is like, why are you watching this? And I'm like, I don't know, I like it, leave me alone. Which point am I trying to make? What started all this? Oh, changing the YouTube. Yeah, so I feel like at the moment I miss that general content that I used to have and I want to go back to it. So basically I need to change my YouTube channel again, which means I need to change my name. I'll probably just name it Manganet again. I don't know, I wish I had more a kapow title to my channel. The Manganet, living life as Manganet. I don't know, you know what I mean? I want to have more powerful channel title. What could it be? Leave me suggestions down below. Anyway, I also need to change the banner because when I changed it to Bookish Manganet, I created this really cool banner for the top page of my channel, and now I don't know what to put there because I don't know what to call the channel. What do I do? Because it was Bookish Manganet, it was just like background. Maybe I'll just delete the word bookish and there's like an image of a pile of books. Maybe I'll just find something else. I have no idea. Anyway, I also have a bunch of videos that I did before, back when my channel used to be super generalized. I used to have a bunch of videos, as you know. And then when I changed it to Bookish Manganet, I made so many videos private because they were not about books. And like I said, I was really focused on getting my channel to be about one thing and one thing only, because I was focused on increasing my channel, growing the channel. So I think I'm just gonna bring all those videos back. Do you care about this? Not at all. We are having McDonald's for dinner. Josh finally decided to wake up from his nap. I have managed to update the YouTube channel like I told you I was gonna. I just called it Manganet. You don't have a good angle, but hold on, I'm putting a rubbish bag in the bin. I just called it Manganet, and then on the banner I wrote manifesting Manganet because that's my word for 2022.
Hi, what's my for you today?
Hiya, could we get a quarter-pounder cheese mill, please?
You have a drink?
Oasis.
Yep.
20 chicken nuggets.
Yep.
That new chicken burger meal.
Chicken?
Yeah.
You have a drink?
A bottle of water, please.
Yep.
And the cheesy bites.
Sorry?
The cheese bites.
Yep.
That's all.
Yeah, that'll be over 24.
Thank you.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, or asleep. Hear the crickets, see the moon, side by side and through.
There is it for today. Thank you very much for hanging out with me for the last few days, and I'll see you back here on the channel for another random vlog, most likely in a few days. Bye!
Well, you know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life.